Do the exact thing you've been avoiding because you're too cool to do it. The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Ever catch yourself thinking, nah, not for me, too cringe? Or maybe you've just skipped out on something because you don't want to look uncool. Well, guess what? That mindset is holding you back a lot more than what you realize. But don't worry, you're not alone. It's actually really common amongst teenagers and actually everyone. Today, we'll be breaking down why teens often fall into this trap, and then most importantly, how to get out of it. We've all been there, acting cool, trying to avoid looking uncool, or trying to avoid being embarrassed. But here's the thing, when you're stuck pretending all the time, you're not being your true self. And all you're actually doing is practicing being someone that you will never be and that you can't be. Today, we'll be diving into what actually goes on in your brain that makes you do and think this way. The science behind it. Why are teenagers so sensitive to feeling uncool? The answer lies in their brain. Their brain is still developing, especially the prefrontal cortex. This part of the brain is responsible for decision making, impulsive behavior, and all social behavior. But your emotional center of the brain is fully active. This combination as a teenager makes you super aware of your social surroundings. It's why the small things are so difficult, like dancing at a party, or speaking up, or asking a question in class. All these things for some reason feel like such a big deal. Studies show that the teenage brain lights up and is a lot more active when thinking about reward systems and social recognition. And this activation or this activity in the brain is a lot more in the teenage years than when you're a child and when you're an adult. And this is why teenagers are just more willing to take risks to impress people, and also just to avoid feeling and looking cringe. Why do teens do this? Why do we avoid these moments as teenagers? Why is being cringe the worst thing ever? Well, it comes down to peer pressure and fear of rejection. As a teenager, you're building your identity, and a lot of that happens through social interactions and what you think people think of you. Fitting in feels like survival. Standing out can feel like risking everything. We are more sensitive to rejection during our teenage years than any other period of our life. This heightened sensitivity means and kind of pushes us into the corner to do anything possible, anything in our control, to not be weird or cringe. But that fear holds you back. It stops you from being you and stops you from trying new things. It stops you from growing, and it stops you ultimately from being successful in life, breaking free from the being too cool mindset. Here's the truth. Being too cool isn't cool. It's a prison, and you're the one locking yourself in. Breaking out of this mindset means realizing that everyone is too obsessed with themselves and too obsessed with what others think of them, and to even judge you for what you've done. And even if they do, the only opinion that truly matters is yours. You're the only one that you need to live with every single day. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. To break free, you have to practice. Start with small steps. Do the thing you've been avoiding, whether it's dancing at a party, asking a question in class, or just sharing your opinion that you actually value. The more you put yourself out there, you'd actually realize that your opinion and that you being genuine is actually valued. And step by step, that confidence will grow. Tips for teens to be fearlessly themselves. Shift your focus. Instead of worrying about what people think of you and the way they see you, worry more about what that experience has made you feel. Are you having fun? Are you learning? Small wins bring confidence. Take small risks. Raise your hand in class. Wear something that looks a little bit different. Maybe take a risk in that department. Try a new activity. Every time you do something that scares you a bit, you build your confidence. Choose your people wisely. Surround yourself with people and friends and family that support you, not people that judge you for not being able to fit in. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to feel nervous. Everyone feels that way sometimes, even if they don't show it. And remember, it's all temporary. High school feels like it's forever, but it's only a short part of your life. What feels embarrassing now won't even matter in a year. Good times don't last forever, bad times neither. If you want to live fully and, in my opinion, be successful one day, drop the act. Stop focusing so much on being cool and start focusing a little bit more on being you. You'd actually be amazed at what you can accomplish when you stop being cool and be more you. And stop caring about what everyone thinks. It's not about being fearless, it's about doing it despite the fear. If you like this at all, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, and please, if you have any questions or cool statements or even criticism, let me know in the comment section. But together, me and you will stop and drop the act of being too cool. You got this.